Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. Now I've been talking up until now about saving up money for the Enchantress. Orzaz's actually got enough money for us to do something. So let's very quickly discuss what we could in theory do. And then I'll say what we're going to do. Now it's important to note with 2 enchantment points we could enchant 2 separate cards. And then, no matter how many things they've got on them, we could just like keep putting points in, based on the number of potential stickers that they have in there. That's really quite powerful. We could take something like Trample over here and add Wound on the bottom, and it would count as 1 enchantment point. And then we could add Muddle on the top, and it would still only count as 1 enchantment point. So there's a lot of power potential in there, but enchanting stuff is expensive. With 92 we could add Wound onto Trample, which is it's really tempting. It's a very good card. It doesn't get used up and it adds a lot more utility, plus it's very expandable and versatile. Adding Wound on the bottom eventually would be really nice because we'll then just wound everything that we move through. We could add Wound and Poison, for instance, or Wound and Disarm and just like deal a whole bunch of Wound and Curse. There's a lot of potential that we could do with this card. The other option is Eye for an Eye. These are relatively cheap effects that we can put on. Bless and Strengthen. We'd probably put Bless on the top for the Retaliate, because Strengthen's useful if you're going to be attacking. Down the bottom, we could have Strengthen and Bless. So being able to heal and bless yourself and strengthen yourself, or someone within a range of 1, is a very powerful thing. This is a level 1 card. Trample is a level 1 card. Both of them, if Horzat retires, we get a new Borzat, let's call him. You will still have those modifications on there. So I think these are our 2 key options, at least for the moment. I've gone through quite extensively. Other potential options would be making Skewer better, getting Leaping Cleave so that it does a wound, comes around in a large rare of effect. There's a lot of very cool things we could do. But for the immediate benefit of something that we can use right now with our money, I think it's going to have to be Trample or Eye for an Eye. And I'm really leaning towards Trample at the moment. So we're going to get Wound onto Trample. That is 1 of our enchantment points. We can still put... Right, let's work out how much it's going to cost us to max out this card. 105 for the other bit on the top. For the bottom, we don't need to add Jump. It's already got Jump, so we could add plus move, or we could start adding elements. Let's say we're going to add that, so 30. So that's 135 so far. Down here, we would want Wound and Curse. So 135 plus 300, 435 more gold to max out this card. It's going to be a little bit of time, but we are immediately going to benefit from this Wound on Trample. Trample is now a card we don't want to be without. It feels like actual progress on our characters. Right. I think we're going to go to the Burning Mountain. Visit the Inox's burning home and see what can be salvaged. Loot the artifacts from the ornate chest, then escape using either of the exit tiles. So this is a loot and scoot mission. There is quite a lot of shield in this, but we do have some pierce, and we've got extra wound now available for us. So I think that's what we're going to do. But we'll start, as always, with the city encounter, because they can benefit us quite well. And next time we'll cycle to the other party. You're walking across the silent bridge, heading towards the sleeping line to get a quick meal, when you see a quattrel standing in front of a small cart laden with plates of food and curious contraptions. Come try the delicacies of the East, the Quattrel barks. Food enhanced with science, flavors beyond your wildest imagination. Yeah, let's stop and try it. You decide to indulge in the unknown and see what the Quattrel is offering. He looks very pleased at your approach and instructs you to inhale a tube of vapours, then take a bite from a bowl full of tiny gold spheres. As the spheres melt in your mouth, the taste mixes with the aroma of the vapours create a wonderful experience. You pay what you can, but the Quattrel seems solely focused on how much you enjoyed the meal. Well, if that's the case, give me my money back. We've been blessed. That's good. Blessings in our decks will give us additional ×2s. I think it adds 2 ×2s, which when they get drawn, they get removed, but it's still going to give us quite the beef on the next mission. A road encounter. A knapsack and a walking stick on the side of the road catch your attention as you pass. You look around to see a man squatting in the bushes a small distance away. Oh, hello, he says. Good timing, actually. You wouldn't mind grabbing me some leaves, would you? It seems I've made quite a mess over here. Ooh. Steal his stuff? Yeah, we're going to grab his stuff and run off while he's indisposed. You look from the squatting man down to his bag. Surely he has something of value in there. You quickly grab it and run off down the road. Hey! The man yells at you. What are you doing? My stuff! You don't look back. So we lose a reputation, which is fine. We've got reasonable reputation. We get 2 gold each, which isn't as much as I was hoping for. But no weird bad things for this this mission, so...
Following the Inox trail, you find the remains of their village, burned and collapsed into a crevasse. A dark cloud hangs over the mountain directly behind it. You follow an old stone road, seemingly untouched, as it winds its way up the scorched terrain and ends at a cliff several hundred meters high. You find a pair of great stone doors, worn to the touch and intricately carved into the side of the mountain. Once inside the doors, you see pools of liquid flame illuminating the room beyond in an eerie red glow. Charred corpses of Savas are scattered everywhere. The earth shakes violently, and a number of demons turn their gaze toward you.
Oh, hi, guys. Alright, loot no gold piles. Well, no, that's not likely. Kill 5 or more monsters might happen. Have 5 or more total cards in your hand. It's a maybe. Kill a monster by causing at least 4. Yeah, that's reasonable. We'll go for that one. And down here, take only long rests. Or kill an undamaged monster with a single attack. It could happen with a very lucky strike on a flame demon, but let's try for only long rests. So we've got no urgency in this. The 2 doors out of the starting room and the 2 doors to the final room are locked. One will open automatically whenever an elite monster is killed, beginning with the left door in the starting room, followed by the right door. The 2 doors to the final room would then follow the same pattern. Okay. So... pause that. We're going to get trample. We're going to get trample. Let's do provoking roar and trample. You can make a beeline for this guy. You'll take the retaliate damage, which is a painful thing, but it'll be fine. Do we have anything that could push over here? No, we have hook gun for pull, but nothing for push. Well, we could get a toxic bolt. And then volatile concoction to get some damage in here. Hostile takeover will immobilize you. And ooh, actually we could, if we move in as well. I'm really not going to like this, but if we move in close, we can get a wound on this guy next turn. Yeah, we have to actually do it as the move in. All right, let's use submissive affliction to move. I'm sure this is going to be a bad idea. The Earth Demons are attacking at range. Did not see that coming. So let's step in here. Solid. It's immobilized, not a disarm, which is a bit of a shame. This is gonna hurt. I would love to use a battle axe on this if only they were together. Power potion to try and make it even more worthwhile. If we were using it with the battle axe, then yeah, but no. Take the 3 damage. Drink your potion. He's got a wound on him, so he's going to die in 3 turns unless he heals up. And we can get a toxic bolt on you to... No, because you're going to be wounded next turn on you. And we'll give you back your cards. Stepping away. I mean, it's understandable, but ow! I will just burn 1 available card. Goodbye, feedback loop. Painful, but we'll take the damage. Right, empathetic assault. Of course he's got him moved, hasn't he? So we can't directly get him with the wound. Maybe we'll use Perverse Edge to stun one of them. Actually, pause that. Have you got anything else that does wounding? We could do Eye for an Eye and Warding Strength, actually. Start getting you on your shield path. No, let's go for a spare dagger and Warding Strength. So you can help contribute with this guy going down. One, two, three. He's in range for a reviving shock. So let's go enhancement field reviving shock. If we get you moving slower than 34, submissive affliction for the actual attack. And actually, do we have hostile takeover? Yeah, actually. So submissive affliction for the move, hostile takeover for the attack. We'll move to here and attack this guy using the enhancement field. Okay. Spare dagger this way. There's the bless. It's not one of the elite ones, but it does make things a bit easier for us. Here comes the aura. So now we're going after you and you. This is definitely worth us trying to max out. Got a potential extra target there, but with nothing to target, I'll just take it like this. Do we just try and take this guy? What are you going to do? You're going to move on, then attack 3, so you're not going to be anywhere near us. Yeah, I think... Let's move to here. Technically, it's attack 3. We just need to roll luckily to get him killed. It would be more sensible to go for this guy. We'll suffer 2 damage there. Because of his warding strength, we'll suffer 1 damage. Because of his armor, maybe. It'd be fine. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. 0 damage wherever we fight. Cool. He actually died. Yeah, take the damage for now. So that's a big ass stone golem. Like, super massive. Really want to get wounds in on things. We can get parasitic influence on him and get him to step back now. So that's good. So do we have anything that can attack at range 3? Probably not. And if not, we should do the mind's weakness so we start getting extra damage on attacks. It means we're not going to get that wound ability. But I think it's the smart... No, we need something faster. Empathetic assault and... No. We'll just have to do Perverse Edge, Parasitic Influence. So we're wasting Perverse Edge to get him to move. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Restorative Mist. Let's get some healing on you. And it's not worth us using Reinvigorating Elixir yet. So we can move in closer with Ink Bomb. All's that, I think you're going to come over this way. It would be worth us getting you some healing, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool, the stone golems are gradually taking damage. This thing is going to move far, though. So, first things first. Let's get you to step back and injure yourself and get a wound. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're not close enough to each other for us to do any big attacking. In terms of where we go, though, this guy is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to attack 4. We've got lots of health, so we could take it on the chin for now. Instead of letting the Mind Thief do it. Get some healing on yourself. He's going to come closer, so we'll be able to fight him next turn. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, getting wounds on the big guy at the back. It's not likely to happen with our Mind Thief, so focusing on you seems like a smarter idea. Actually, we do still have the Mind's Weakness, so if we move in this turn, we could use Empathetic Assault to move in, and then we could use Frigid Apparition to do an actual attack. Or Brain Leech to do an attack and a strengthen, so next turn we do the attack with the wound with advantage, and then Frigid Apparition. Yes, I like that. Over here, stun shot, I think. Let's put something in its place. And Flamethrower for the shield. Time to come in. 1, 2... Well, how far can we move you? We can move you 4. And Skewer. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it really depends on how far this guy goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could come to here and Skewer through. Yeah. Or we could do Leaping Cleave this turn. And Hook and Chain. So Leaping Cleave for the move to get the air, so that when we Skewer through next turn, we get Pierce. It seems like a plan. They're going to be moving people around all over the place, so this plan may go horribly wrong. Okay, we're not actually getting the strengthen because I wasn't paying attention to which order these things are. That's fine. We didn't need it anyway. You know what? Get poison on him. Do it. I don't mind the pulling and immobilizing. I do mind this guy doing an attack 5. So let's knock him out. No damage, immobilized us and pulled us in. No damage, immobilized us and pulled us in even further. Really not what I was expecting. Okay, well, we'll jump to here. And maybe we'll just do a regular attack on this guy, actually. Because he'll die by a wound on his turn. Yeah. So we didn't need to stun him. That's opened up the far right side where there is another one of those giant stone golems. I'm assuming that these spaces will open and allow passage between the two areas when the elite's gone, maybe. Right, what was I going to do over here? Oh yeah, we were going to get a wound on and we were going to just get some regular damage on. It's going to have to be you. This is actually going to be perfect timing. Reinvigorating elixir. And hook gun. Not in that order. So I think we'll do sweeping blow, then skewer, so that we move after the Tinkerer. And after the golems, which is a bit of a shame. That's the wound on it. The wound's good, but I need the mind's weakness back as soon as possible so that we can start augmenting what we're doing. You can get all of your cards back. Really not worth it. What's he going to do? He's going to attack for 4. That's not too bad. And you're going to skewer and pierce through, and then you could move and do some pushing. Not going to be able to move far enough to make pushing interesting, though. I'll pull him in. Ow. In the face. Ooh, that's very painful. We do have a lot of healing over here though, so it's not too bad. So we'll maximize. And we'll save the power potion for when we're attacking things directly side by side. So what does this trap do? That does 4 and a wound. That also does 4 and a wound. Yeah, not good. We can't push round to there, make anything interesting. Yeah. So we'll pretty much stick as we are, I think. Skip movement. Yeah, skip the push ability. Okay, it's going to be a short rest up here. Oh, do love Perverse Edge. But it's going to have to go. Right. We're going to use Parasitic Influence to get you to step backwards. In addition to that, we will get Frigid Apparition to do a stab on your face. Or maybe Mind's Weakness. Yeah, okay, we're doing it this way. Mind's Weakness and Parasitic Influence. So we're going to be moving slowly. Hopefully that doesn't backfire. Down here, it's going to be Net Shooter and Crankbow to do what we can. And Horzat. Trample will do a decent amount of pierce on this guy. And then we could do Eye for an Eye and heal up. Okay, this isn't going to be too bad. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to immobilize this guy. In fact, no. First thing we're going to do is we're going to actually attack him. We're probably not going to do anything, but I'd rather take a try. Yay! Look at that. 1 damage. So immobilize you. And we'll step on through up here. Get the stabbity. Good, he's gonna die from the wound and the trap combined. Take a step backwards, mate. Love it. Really satisfying. I wish he was in here now so we could trample them both, but he's not. So we'll just have to keep doing damage on him. And we could actually step out the way. Yeah, he's going to attack 4, so it's actually going to be better for us to just sidestep. Now, these guys as they are, it's tempting. Oh, you need to do a long rest if we're going to keep pushing for the perks. I mean, we could do it. We'll heal up 2 at the end, and worst case, we end up burning some of these. Okay, long rest. So that means we need something else to distract them. We can disarm 1 with Provoking Roar. And we could use Balanced Measure to move in. Okay, that works. Up here, we're going to start moving forwards, I think, because we're going to... Oh, geez, those... We might need to go through the other door so we don't have to deal with these traps. That's going to be my concern. Oh, that's an exit tile. Oh, so we're going to have to... I thought there was supposed to be 2... This is the other exit tile. I understand now. Right. Yes, so we want to be down the other side. So we're not going down that way. We're pushing back this way. So Empathetic Assault will bring us back down. Probably to where Horzat currently is. It's not worth burning hostile takeover. We'll save Withering Claw for moving faster next time. Let's take Submissive Affliction. Alright. Retaliate 3, retaliate range of 3. Okay, so we don't want to attack them after... Oh, well, actually, after we've already done our thing. So that's fine. Step in. You know what? We could actually disarm both of them so that they don't get their retaliate, which is kind of useless, but it would mean we could use a power potion and try and actually just do some damage to them. Give it a go. One damage, double disarm. Step in, get a little bit of healing. It's a real shame we're not just a little bit closer. Skip the attack. Oh, retaliate doesn't count as a... That's good to know. Doesn't count as an attack ability. So you can retaliate even when disarmed. And the long rest from the Tinkerer. So we will lose Hook Gun, I think. Okay, over here, I want Enhancement Field, and I want to get some healing out. So, let's go Restorative Mist on Horzat. And then the Enhancement Field on everyone. We'll do Spare Dagger for the low attack, Leaping Cleave for the high attack. Maybe we'll do a little bit of damage. And Withering Claw will get us closer. And then we can hostile takeover. So you're not yet standard setup. So here's the healing first. Kind of wish the disarm was this turn. Oh, we're still going to go before everyone though. Okay, so Leaping Cleave first of all on both of them. That's amazing. So we got disarm on him. He's going to die from a wound. We could not have asked for that to go better. And he's muddled. And he took extra damage. Horzat, you are doing the heavy lifting. And he's immobilized. Skip the immobilize. If we use winged shoes, we can jump on through, and that'll actually be really good for us. The elite dies. The door opens.
Gathered in this back chamber as their last stand. A number of them lie around the area, their bodies mangled and roasted.
Don't create chests.
A throne
occupies
traps the room's center, and atop it sits the body of a regal Savas, holding a hammer and a helmet. Scorched into the wall behind him are the words, "Folly. The beast awakes. Impossible to control the mountain's power. Return them, and it shall sleep again."
Okay, so we have an ornate chest. Loot the artifacts from the ornate chest and then escape using either of the exit tiles. So we just need someone to get in, grab it, and then we can get out. We've got plenty of cards. We've got plenty of time. Oh, but we've got to kill at least one more elite to open that. And then we've got to kill one of these elites, or both of these elites, for this door. Alright, well maybe they'll come through the traps and cause themselves trouble. Brain Leech, Frigid Apparition. Let's double down on trying to get him killed. And Toxic Bolt. And I'm actually really tempted to hit the Volatile Concoction and try and keep our card efficiency going. You're not going to actually create any cold, that's fine. You know, we can stun shot him just to make sure he's not going to do anything nasty. Yeah, we'll have those as our two options. I'm happy with that. We do have our goggles back because we rested, but it's not worth using it on them until we've got more things available. You're going to need to do a short rest so that we can keep fighting with you. We could do a long rest, but I think it's better that we get this guy killed. Oh, goodbye, Leaping Cleave. I did like it. Alright, we don't need to disarm him because he's going to be stunned. So Spare Dagger to attack low. And Trample to attack high, knowing that we'll get Trample back by the time we get up there. Sure. Those Flame Demons are coming for us. Man. They're just going to go straight over the traps and not care. So, Mind Thief. Attack and strengthen. Hey, look at that bless. It is likely he will die. There we go. There is the other door. Well, this does pose an interesting predicament. Do we go back and try and deal with these and the traps, or do we push on this way past the other golem? I think the other golem is actually the lesser of the evils. He's only going to move one. So we could stop short of him and get to like here. Or no, he can still reach us there. But yeah, I think we want to do this. They're all going to come round this way anyway. So move on through and we'll get a Toxic Bolt on this guy. Useless, but poison is useful in itself. So we're not using Trample. Certainly not the way I expected. We might be able to get a spare dagger on this guy. Oh wow, 5 damage. Or is that still doing the heavy lifting? Okay, you're going to have to take a short rest. Goodbye, Drain Leech. Withering Claw will get us 1, 2, 3. It'll get us right up next to him. And then Submissive Affliction as an actual attack. I think that's pretty good. Flamethrower to provide some shield for the team. No, that's not going to work. Are you creating any cold? No, you're not. I feel like we kind of need to get a ranged attack on him, but we might have to step in and do melee. We've got quite a lot of health at the moment. And we can take another long rest a little bit down the line. Okay, let's say we're moving slowly. So, Ink Bomb and Net Shooter. Let's say we're moving quickly here. We'll get a disarm on him with Provoking Roar, so we need something that's going to move us in. Eye for an Eye can move us in. So we'll use Ink Bomb to move in and Net Shooter to actually stab him, or vice versa. In fact, we can do it that way round. I want to make sure I leave 1, 2, 3, a bit of space. They're attacking and potentially wounding. He's moving and attack. Well, he's moving nowhere and attacking. These guys are moving around and pushing things around, but there's nothing near them. So step in. Get the disarm on him. What was that? My man! Wow. Constantly astounded by how good this guy is. Another golem down. Well, I guess our Mind Thief is just coming as fast as he can. Now, it's good we're going to be getting a little bit of time to deal with them, but it's still not great. Okay, Empathetic Assault will move us in, and Parasitic Influence will get wasted. Up here, we're going to need to move as far as we can. Crankboat, and then Volatile Concoction can get wasted. Hook and Chain will allow us to move in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And Balance Measure will get wasted. I really wish we could could have got a wound on those guys. They would be bleeding out. Heal up, get some gold. It'd be interesting to find out if you can disable someone's flying. Oh, it does say characters that lose flying while occupying an obstacle take damage if they'd sprung a trap and moved to the nearest hex. Okay. So it implies that you can lose flight. Oh, actually, we can go barreling on through. Here you go, Horzat. I mean, the hook and chain and balance measure as a combination is just a potentially lovely thing. You know what, I'm going to create a poison damage thing on that space. We might need to go through it, but this is going to have to come through it as well. And I am willing to take a little bit of a beating for him to take that. Ow, that's more than a little bit of a beating. Let's burn. Let's burn volatile concoction. Oh no, it's going to have to be a... let's burn 2 discarded. Let's burn crankboat and volatile. You're so far away. Also take over frigid apparition. Try and catch up. Up here. Reviving shock and flamethrower. I don't think we can see around that corner. Sweeping blow and skewer. Attack 3, range 4, target 2. Ouch. Still coming around the back. Maybe it'd be better if we sent the Mind Thief back to him. But we don't have any... That was very lucky. We don't have a way of generating wounds at the moment because we have our Mind's Weakness on. So going back to fight this wouldn't be helpful. Wouldn't be helpful. Keep moving in to catch up. It'd be better if we have this fight up here. We're going to need to fight it eventually, but it's going to come round to us. Yeah, okay. Shield on us. And we'll get Reviving Shock on both of these for what it's worth. Hey! Look at that! We did some damage! And no damage there. That is really unfortunate. So get in. There's no point in pushing him. But we can at least do some damage. And we disarmed him! Amazing! Horzat, what are you doing? You are on fire, mate. Horzat MVP. That is just incredible. Okay, it's going to be a short rest. Sure. We'll lose Submissive Affliction. Withering Claw will get us moved in. 1, 2, 3. And then I don't think anything is... Or maybe we could Empathetic Assault just to like really force it home. But I think I'll save Empathetic Assault for going up against this guy. So let's... Oh, within range 4. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we move slowly, maybe we could get him to move onto the trap. It's only 4 damage. It's not a 4 damage wound one. No, because we're using this to actually move, so we can't do that. We'll pick Hostile Takeover. Over here, this has to be a long rest, which is not particularly helpful. This will be a short rest. Oh no, don't lose Trample. Trample is amazing. Lose Sweeping Blow. And actually, if I thought about it, we could have pushed him back onto the trap with... Oh, it's only push 1, it's not push 2. That's fine then. Okay, Eye for an Eye will get us a little bit of healing. Provoking Roar will let us disarm this chap. I like that. We're still potentially going to take some damage from you. Because we lost Leaping Cleave, we can't jump past him to get through. That's fine. It'll be okay. Attack 1, range 4, target 2, wound. Yeesh. Or range 3 for this guy. 1, 2. So yeah, it's going to get both of us. Real shame that I'm using this right now. Although... he's going to heal himself up. And immobilize everyone. Yeah, let's... well, he's disarmed. Or will be disarmed, so he's not going to... He's going to heal up, but he's not going to immobilize anyone. We should just step out of range. He's going to move 3. He might actually come in here. And if he does, that's good for us. So yeah, go to here. You were able to hit at that range? Alright. I'll take the damage. I guess that means we're turning around and going after him. That's a shame. I hoped that it wouldn't be quite as bad. He's going to heal up the poison, but he's not going to heal up any health. Thing is, he's got that 3 retaliate. And we're not going to get close enough to put the wound on him. No, I think we carry on moving away. Actually, if we get to here, we can hostile takeover because we're in range. Solid damage. Solid damage. Well, there goes the wound. We will lose... now we could actually flamethrower through. If we're going to flamethrower, we'll probably enhancement field with it. Let's burn ink bomb. No, let's burn toxic bolt. Okay, empathetic assault will allow us to heal that wound. And move in close. Frigid apparition will allow us to attack this guy, so we don't actually need the flamethrower. Flamethrower is still good for the big thing behind, though. So he's still alive. So actually, it's not a bad idea for us to have the flamethrower. Get that wound on. So if we're doing that, what else would we want? We could net shoot it just to ensure we move quickly and potentially move out of range. Or blast him and then maybe move through. Restorative Mist, get the healing over here, get rid of that wound before it becomes a problem. So you're dead by this point. You're still alive, so we want to step in and trample him. So balanced measure would get us in place, and or spare dagger would get us in place actually. Okay, let's try this. They're going to create fire traps really, really fast. Thankfully, there's stuff in the way. Oh, he's come through this way. I did not expect that. That's fine. It means that this guy is still alive. Step in, get a little bit of healing on us. Gone. So now this just feels like overkill. I mean, that being said, it will make sure he's dead. Just to make sure we don't get ×0. What are you going to do? You're going to move 1 and attack 3. Get a bit of healing on everyone. And a little bit of gold. Okay, well, our trample plan is now not a trample plan. We can step in here and we can throw... we can't reach with the dagger, but we can at least get some money. You know what? I think we might actually manage this. There's been a lot of being careful. get a short rest on. No, we need empathetic assault if we're going to have any chance of taking this thing out. And actually, now is possibly the time to go for it. One, two, 3, 4. And next turn we could stun it as well. Thing is, it's going to disarm him, which is great, but it's no use unless we can use that opportunity to get people in close. It's just we're running out of turns. Any attack we do in melee is going to be strength 4. So this does actually have a benefit for us. At a minimum. So we use empathetic assault, parasitic influence. That will disarm him. And withering claw. That'll move us 1, 2, 3, and yeah, it'll get us close enough that we could run onto the trap next turn if we need to. Down here, we've got enhancement field as something we can do. So if we would need to be in place already. Okay, so we're sending you up this way to help with this guy. We'll save the ink bomb for attacking down there. So stun shot is range 3. So we just need something that's going to let us move in a little bit. Net shooter will do. Hook and chain, that will be moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next turn we'll be able to grab that. Or 1, 2, 3, and then we get an attack. And skewer would work for an attack as well. Ooh, or we could hook and chain, pull him towards us onto the trap. Yeah, I like that. So hook and chain, pull him on to the trap. And balance measure. Hit it. Hit it with the disarm. Hey, damage. Love it. It's a card burnt, but makes things better for us. Skip the immobilize. Move through to here. Get stun on this guy so we don't have to worry about him. Awesome, it's moved closer, that's what I wanted. Hook gun, grab you. It's a bit reduced damage, which is a shame. I hope that counts. It does. Well, let's get that chest right now. Helm of the Mountain and the Mountain Hammer. Now, this door's been open, so we could push through and just get out. But there's a lot more looting to do. Reach the entrance with all mercenaries to escape with all artifacts, or end the mercenary who looted the artifacts turn on the 1 hex corridor and sacrifice 1 artifact to the beast. We want everyone out, really. I want to know what the things we got are. Don't think we can see the inventory. Okay, start over here. Frigid Apparition. And Parasitic Influence. It's going to be Reviving Shock and Enhancement Field over here. And you need to come back round and help. So we'll short rest. Oh, I like Spare Dagger. Short, we'll lose. We'll lose bad things that we don't use. So we could do Spare Dagger to attack from here, and then something big to move, like Hook and Chain to run through. Ah, yeah. Attack 3 plus 1 attack if there's fire, which there is, and cause a wound. You know what? Go to here. And then we'll get another attack on him. Way to go, Horzat. Way to go. It's only going to attack right next to itself. And we can stun it. So, let's do that. Oh! Yeah, we're going to take the 3 retaliation damage. And we need to move up here. So someone else needs to come in and do the 1 remaining damage on it. We can actually get through. Undo. Let's move with this one. We can use Enhancement Field to attack at that range. Not enough. Not quite enough. I think we're going to have to do a long rest with you so that you've actually got a chance of making it out. Oh, we've got to make it to the entrance with all mercenaries. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. I don't think that's going to happen. No, I definitely don't think that's going to happen, so we might have to sacrifice something with Horzat. Oh, that's a shame. We can always do this again. I think we'll do a short rest. Burn Withering Claw, and we'll step in and just try and kill her. No. You're going to do a long rest. And Horzat needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little bit further. Skewer would do. if it's already dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it's not already dead, we're not going to be close enough to it to kill it this turn anyway. So let's instead just use skewer to move 2 if we have to, and balance measure. Alright, it's going to do flamey, flamey, flamey badness. Mind Thief, it is up to you. I mean, we could stun it again, but I think we'll try for the 5 attack, do 1 damage, not die on the retaliate thing. That is unfortunate. Alright, we'll lose that wound. But we're so frustrating. Because we're going to have to charge this way. Receive the damage, and then there's the long rest. I think we're going to have to hit it with something really big, like enhancement field and net shooter. Do a long rest, my friend. You're going to fall over no matter what. Actually, is it not going to let us do that because we'll bleed out? I think that's the case. So Mind Thief is exhausted. We'll have to do these to move in. 1, 2, 7. Yeah, we'll get as close as we can. Net shooter doesn't have the range. Enhancement field does. If we move in. Ink bomb, that's what we'll do. So we need stun shot and net shooter to move us in. Okay. So we're basically coming in over here. Trample's being wasted for this turn. We're gonna move in and stun this. We're gonna have the retaliate on us, but that's fine. Because we've stunned it, and that's the important thing. Next turn we will hit it with the net shooter with the goggles. And the enhancement field. Goodbye, hook and chain. Okay, over here. Enhancement field. Ink bomb. So we're moving slow. So over here we need to move even slower. Trample, and just in case it didn't go well, skewer. Enhancement aura. Ink bomb with the goggles. We need to do at least 1 damage on it. Oh, there we go. That's going to open up the second door. In you go, for that. I don't know what we want to get rid of. The Helm of the Mountain is not particularly useful. The Mountain Hammer could be cool. It's a two-handed weapon that lets us summon another mob, which is always going to be handy. So, yeah, goodbye Helm of the Mountain. Appease the mountain itself, and we are victorious. Plus, we managed to get more perk points. Plus 0 reputation. If we've got both of them, we might have got +1 reputation and 8 XP, which is pretty cool. That's another side scenario done. And we do have a level up to do for Horzat. We have a perk to put in over on Gator. I do love the wound. The wound cards just seem really, really useful. And it's a +1 wound card as well. So yeah, definitely go for that. Horzat, we'll do your level up. Congratulations, mate. You have earned this. Unstoppable charge, attack 5. Or move 4 and stun. Devastating hack, attack 8. Or loot. Well, I think Juggernaut actually, move and attack on the top is pretty nice. We're not going to have it in our deck very often. Although Brute Force, move and shield on the bottom. Yeah, let's go for that. Again, I don't know how often we'll put it in. But it's kind of like a better version of Sweeping Blow. And that it already starts with Muddle. And it's more expandable. And it gets us experience. No pushing though. Do we want to add more piercing to our deck? I think we definitely do. 2 piercing things could be really, really useful. This disarm came up so many times. That was incredible for us. So, putting stab in there. And that's going to be a good point to finish off. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.